Welcome to the Tony Gaskin Show, best-selling author, celebrity life coach, and international speaker. The purpose of this show is to bring you motivation, inspiration, and education in the areas of life, love, and business. Thank you for joining me. Now let's get started. Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Talks with Tony. Got an email today and it says, "Hi, Tony. I listen to your podcast often in the morning while getting ready for work, and I really appreciate your outlook and advice on various topics." Hey, thank you so much for listening. I apologize. I have not given you any listening material for the last couple of weeks, and I know it's been lonely getting ready in the morning, but I'm back and I hope to be consistent with you. I was wondering if you could provide me with some insight on my mother-in-law's behavior and how to proceed with having a healthy relationship that will benefit both of us. I'm a young Christian woman and I recently married the man of my dreams. My husband is a Christian. Let's see, very hardworking and treats me like a queen. I am so thankful for this because I was previously in a toxic relationship for over 5 years. I don't believe in perfect, but our relationship is as close to perfect as it gets, except for my man's crazy mother. People have told me you marry the man, not the family, but I disagree. I live away from everyone in my family, so it's very important to me to be close to my husband's family as I'm apart from my own. I do not know how to make this possible, as every time I get close to his immediate family, mainly his mother, it seems to bite me in the butt. Rewind a few years when my husband and I first started dating, my relationship with his mother was great. We would have hangouts, talk on the phone, and got along like friends. However, the more serious me and my husband's boyfriend at the time, relationship got, the more I felt like she was competing with me. Since the beginning, I understood that he is very close to his mother, especially since his father was in the picture but not emotionally available. What I don't understand is why a grown A woman, I don't curse, so forgive me, I put that A on there, why a grown A woman feels the need to compete with me. We lived together a few months before getting engaged, and I would pack him lunch only to find out his mother would take him lunch at his job. When we got engaged, his mother went out a week after and upgraded her own wedding to a style that looked identical to mine. Who does that? I tried my best to make her feel included in the wedding planning, and things were going great. But lo and behold, a few days before the wedding, she tried to change the dress she was wearing to a cocktail version of my dress. I can't make this up. There have been other issues between us where I feel that she has been manipulative, like buying us groceries or stuff for our place, only to brag to her friends and mines and post long subliminal messages on Facebook about me. At my shower, she literally stood up in front of all my family after my thank you speech and named every nice thing she has done for me. Tony, I am writing to be a better woman. I am trying to be a better woman and forgive her of these past issues, but I have a feeling if I allow her to get close to me, she will burn me once again. That is not love. The funny thing is, now that we are married, she loves me so much and wants to be close again. I express my concerns to my husband, and he agrees with me, but doesn't have many suggestions with how to proceed moving forward. In your professional opinion, other than praying about it and keeping my distance, what can I do? Well, if you don't want the options to pray about it and keep your distance, then what you want to do? Well, I was not going to say pray about it. A lot of people say pray about it. Me, I believe in prayer, but I believe in work. You got to do the work. Faith without works is dead. But not keeping your distance, what you mean? If she has already hurt you, I got a quote online that says, I forgive you, but I won't be foolish enough to let you get close enough to me to hurt me again. Now, it says much more eloquent than that because I write in the moment and I don't remember it after I write it. But I posted it after I was hurt by a family member, a parental type figure, family member who hurt me very deeply.
And I wrote her and I say, I'm going to forgive, because you got to forgive people, because forgiveness is a gift to yourself. But I will not let you get close enough to me again to hurt me. Now, see what you're dealing with here. I don't know the term for it. You got to talk to a counselor. Have a counselor session. Explain this woman to the counselor, and the counselor going to have a term for you. See, a clinical term. These are clinicians. See, me, I'm a life coach. This means godly wisdom. See, what you're doing is you're dealing with a woman who, in my terminology, she crazy. Now, when I say crazy, what it is she had some struggles growing up. She was raised a little weird, a little different, went through some things. You know, some people may call her a narcissist or whatever people want to throw on people. I don't try to label people. Just plain and simple crazy. So what you have here is emotional incest. You know, this is incest. But see, her and her son ain't had no sex. They ain't slept together, but it's emotional incest. So what happens is a woman who is not fulfilled with her husband, with her marriage, she becomes the wife to her son. And she starts to date her son and treat him like the man of her life, the king of her life. For the son, this is a beautiful situation. It's a beautiful setup, and the son loves it. He does not feel for his mother the way she feels for him, but he absolutely loves her and he appreciates her. But she is his first queen, and he does not know how to correct her or how to speak to her because of the bond that she has with him, because of the spell, so to speak, that she's put on him by the way she treats him. See, the way to a man's stomach, to his heart is through his stomach, like you heard. And so that's one way. Another way, you buying a man gifts. So you put some nice shoes on his feet. You making him lunch, taking him lunch. You winning that man's heart. So a mother can endear herself to her son by cooking and cleaning and buying gifts and doing all these things. That's what she has done. She's not fulfilled with her relationship. She does not want her title of being the most amazing woman that he has ever known. She does not want that title to be taken. And it's crazy that she will fight with you, but it's human nature. It is human nature. And so a father could get jealous in the same way if his daughter falls in love with a man and now her eyes start to twinkle for that man instead of twinkling for her father. It can happen the same way around. Hey, guess what? I would like to connect with you in a more personal way. Have you ever thought about having a life coach? Have you ever felt like you needed to be around like-minded people? Are you trying to grow and learn more and push yourself to the next level? If that is you, then my new group is for you. Now, in this group, I have over 10 courses online that you can go through at your own pace. You can log out and log in as many times as you like. Inside of the system, you can also send me personal messages that I will personally respond to. We also have monthly power calls. Depending on your level of membership, you have access to the live call where I will share an on-time message and open the line for Q&A. In those same membership levels, you have access to the private Facebook group where you can connect and build with like-minded people to support one another. You also receive 1 to 2 free tickets to the annual conference. So look, I created this for you to remove all excuses. You have no excuse now to remain the same. So visit GaskinsUniversity.com, GaskinsUniversity.com, and join the group. I look forward to working with you, and we will see you at the top. But see, what you have to realize is like what people say. You married a man, not the family. That's honest. That's true. You can't say, well, I got to be close to his family because I'm apart from my family. See, the Bible says a husband will forsake his mother and father and cleave to his wife. It's speaking of this because it's the man who typically you live where the man lives, you go where the man lives, and that the man has to distance himself from his family because you are already distant from your family. The man takes a woman from her family. So you're apart from her family, but you can't necessarily look to make his family your family. See, you got to make your family him and then the kids that y'all adopt or that y'all have. That's your family. And then you need to have your friends from work, the friends you meet at the gym. You need to have your friends. And then family, you got to keep family in a certain box. You can't make his mother like your mother. Because what if y'all go sour and then you done made his mother your mother? Now you can't ever break the soul tie and get over it because you done made his mother your mother. You have to keep family in a box. A family cannot be like a friend, like a best friend. A family got to be like a colleague and associate. Somebody that has certain privileges, but you're not telling them your secrets. You're not confiding in them. You're not telling, her or any other family members, y'all intimate business. You and your husband intimate behind the scenes, behind closed doors business. You're not doing that. You treat them like an associate. You love them, but you put boundaries around it. So what that essentially means is you are creating distance. So how this looks, is if she calls you every single day, then that means you need to be available on Monday. You're not available on Tuesday. You're available on Wednesday. You're not available on Thursday. If you're available on Thursday, you're available on Friday, but you're not available Saturday and Sunday. If she calls you twice a week, you're available on Monday, but you're not available on Friday. If she calls you once a week, you're available this week, you're not available next week. If she needs to come over, oh, so sorry, I'm at the gym with my friend. So she feels like, okay, because she may say, well, I'll meet you at the gym. But you say, I'm at the gym with my friend. And she's like, okay, I don't want to be a third leg. I'll leave alone. So you have to start doing things like that to create boundaries. Because, see, why she want to get close to you is because a son forsakes his mother and father. So what that means is a son get a little distant and stop telling all the business. She know a woman run her mouth. So if she can get close to you based on her history, she want to know y'all problems. So she can add on to that when she talking to him. She want to know where you falling short at so she can pick up your slack and still be the woman that he knows and loves, still be his queen. That's what she want to get close to you for. Like they tell you, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. You, the way she's acting, you her enemy. And that's why she want to get close to you. She want to keep her enemies close so she know what you're doing. So you say you don't, other than keeping distance, you got to keep distance. And you got to protect your heart. That's just wisdom. When you learn somebody does not have your best interest in their heart, then you got to protect your heart and you got to create distance. You got to create. And if you talk to your husband and he say, I feel you. He say, I feel you. I get it. Now, this man's starting to sound like an amazing man to me. He not trying to coerce you and force you to be best friends with his mama. He say, I get it. But he just don't know how to, he don't got many suggestions because he not a life coach. That's why you talking to me now. So I'm telling you, you got to create this distance. Eventually, she going to get the picture. She going to learn where she fits in your life. And when she can't get any intel from you, and then she can't get any intel from him, she going to fall back. And she going to start to pay more attention to her marriage, to her situation. And she going to start to realize, and she going to start to her own healing process. She going to go to her counselor, her life coach, and say, I'm losing my son. I miss my son. He went and got married, and I just miss my baby. We were so close. We talked so much. And if she's still talking to him and all like that, then she don't need to be talking to you like that. Let her talk to her son. And as long as he don't put his mother before you, as long as he doesn't put his mother before you, then it's okay that he talks to her. As a man, I literally forsake my mother and father. Like, I'd never talk to them because I was so focused on my wife and my kids. Now, as they getting older, they in their 50s, I try to talk to them. I try to talk to them at least a couple times a week. And I realize it's just been a blessing to their life. They'll have me on the phone an hour, 2 hours, but I do it when I'm driving. If I'm on a long commute, I don't take away my family time to talk to them. I talk to them when I'm in the car or when my wife is gone. When she's gone, she's doing something. I talk to my mother and father then, so it's not taken away from my family time. So if he's doing it like that, then cool. Okay, be cool with it, but you don't have to do that. You apart from your family, but you didn't say you have a bad relationship with your mother and father, so start calling your mama. Start calling your mama. Start calling your father if both of them in your life, or, call your family and get some insight from them. Talk to them. And you start talking to your mama more, or whatever family figure it is that you're speaking of, then they're going to start to console you. They'll give you some peace. You'll have some fulfillment there to where you won't feel as much of a need to be close to his mother. So understand this. Create some distance. And to make it simple, just don't be available every time she want to talk to you. Don't be available every time she want to come over, she want to see you. Sometimes you got to let her pull up and knock on the door and you're not available. Sometimes that's just what you got to do. You got to let her pull up and you ain't available. And when she realized that, she's like, oh, okay, I see. I'm knocking on the door, I ain't getting no answer. Now she started to learn her place. Hey, thank you so much for sending that in. God bless you. If you have a question for me, send it to me at inbox@TonyGaskins.com. Inbox@TonyGaskins.com.